Well, I first read it and I was amazed. I didn't really know what to expect, and I really responded to the empowering and spiritual element to the story, you know, about a young girl kind of finding herself and the idea of family. I loved the way, you know, the reuniting of the Murray family, and I really enjoyed the Mrs. Whatsit Who and Which, you know, I really enjoyed them, and Charles Wallace, every character just was so clearly defined to me, and, you know, I knew the script had been written by Jennifer Lee, who'd done Frozen, you know, which was just so glorious, and so yeah, I just read it and just thought, wow, what a beautiful story, and what a great heroine for young girls to look up to. Well, Mrs. Murray, or as we were also calling her, Dr. Kate Murray, because she's not just defined by her marriage, she has also a doctorate. She's an astrophysicist as well. And she's a scientist, you know, much in love with her husband, Mr. Murray, Dr. Alex Murray, played by Chris Pine. And she's a mother to Meg Murry and Charles Wallace. They're sort of pioneers of their field, very, very bright. You know, they've pioneered this idea, this concept of tessering and bringing it to the wider world, to much ridicule, actually. And I think that when Mr. Murray goes missing, Dr. Kate spends all of her time trying to figure out, did they get it wrong? What happened? You know, racking her brains with, you know, in the lab with all her equations and calculations to try and figure out what happened to him and did the experiment go wrong. Storm is just so bright and intelligent and thoughtful, and she's incredibly articulate. You know, when we were doing some rehearsals and discussing scenes, you know, I was just so impressed hearing how she would, you know, be analyzing the relationship dynamics, and she really brings a sweetness and a sincerity and a real intelligence to Meg, and you really feel that, you know, she has a deep soul, which I think is really important for this character. This is very much a family film. I mean, I know that the heroine is a 13-year-old girl and a 6-year-old boy, but, you know, it's very much about family and parenting and, you know, people being together and the power of love, really. And I think that is so universal, that I think hopefully it will appeal to people of all ages.